Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. I hope you're doing great. Today we are in the space between my stairs at the storage system because this space was kinda little of unused. Alright, today's plan is to work on some of the projects I've been leaving behind since we started the series, plus some others that I've been wanting to do but never done them. One of said projects is over here at the mesa. There are these two villagers that have a baby. The baby falls down there, and right now there's nothing going on. So let's start with this by making a hole. We want the baby to fall down here. So let's dig like this. Now we're going to make a box over here. Okay, so the plan for now is the babies fall here. They are moved by water streams to this section where they will all get in bulk, let's say. Then they get pushed towards this side. We're going to place a water bucket, let's see, in this place. The big villagers will swim here and then get pushed up. And after that, the villagers get up here, and we have to make some sort of container to keep them safe and ready for us to use. You know, there's something I've been thinking about since I was building the iron storage last episode, and that is how weird it is that there are some common things to do that weren't common back in the day. For example, water streams were always useful when it comes to redstone, transporting items, and whatnot. And throughout my whole life, I've seen that people use signs to stop the water from flowing back and adding another water stream. But more recently, I've seen people using fence gates, which is what they use for the transportation of items on the item storage system. The thing is, we had fence gates since a really long time ago. But yeah, I've never seen people use it at that time, but now I'm seeing it quite a bit, so it's a little bit strange. In a good way. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's cool. I think this also happened on the real world. Like, we might have some type of technology or something that we don't really understand how to use, or we just haven't figured it out yet. Like fire, for example. It already happened by lightning storms and whatnot, but it took us a long time to figure it out how to use the fire to our benefit. And well, the same happens in the game, I think. We have the technology, we have the features, whatever, and it just takes us time to figure out how to use that in our advantage. And I think that's why some creators sometimes are praised by their creativity, because we all have the same tools, we all have the same game. So technically speaking, any of us could make something creative, something innovative, something new. So I think it's really cool. Just imagine the amount of possibilities we might have that we still don't know. Talking about this thing of using signs and fence gates, I think I will use some fence gates for this part. Let's do this the smart way, which is start at the top and finish at the bottom. Attender, weren't you at the bottom already? Yeah, I was at the bottom. Doesn't mean I was smart before that. That's actually strange, because there was flowing, there was a water source over here, and it got deleted by, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, this can be waterlogged. Or not? What? Is this a bug, or what's going on here? Let's make a fence, a fence. Yeah, it can be waterlogged. So, wait, this can't. these ones can't. Okay, that's something new I learned today. The more you know. You know what? Let's do something fun. Let's make them go all the way up so it's like an elevator of villagers. And then let's place them at this floor level. There we go. Now we have to place the glass over here. And let's try this one more time. So villagers come over here, fall down, get in here, they come up, and then they slowly drift here, where they fall, and end up here. Perfect. Now let's just open this up so they can start having babies for real. Okay, he wanted to test. Never mind. I forgot to add a chapter over here. Okay. We will see how they go up and I'll fix them later. Because we have to move to the next project. At least we see it works. There you go, you two. And then they fall here. There we go. One of the things I didn't mention of this place is that this is where I store my bed. Alright, there's some other project that needs glass, but I will change the flow I was going to do things, because there's something more important I think that I want to make. And for that I need way more dirt. Okay, I had dirt in here already. Alright, for the longest time I've been wanting to do two things. One of them is to make a bridge like the one I made here, connecting to the desert, but in here, connecting this other mass of land. And the other thing I wanted to do is a moon bridge. And for those who don't know what a moon bridge is, it's some sort of, I don't know if Japanese or Chinese, but it is a bridge that has a big circle in the middle with really thick borders, both in this side and that side. And it makes a really nice, well, moon shape, which I think looks really cool. And the bigger the bridge it is, they usually add like more circles of those. So yeah, I wanted to make that into the world, so that's what we're going to do now. The design I'm making, I'm basing it from a Pinterest thing I saw, but the bridge itself is something I made in creative. And this is something I will really ask for feedback, because it's not decorated, it's not fancy or anything like that. So if you know how to make this look good, please let me know. This should be more or less the shape of the bridge. Of course, we would need to extend it, add some lighting and other things that remain, which is a lot, but this is the basic shape that it will have. Lately, I've been having recommendations on YouTube about smaller creators, and I like to watch them and see what they come up, because many of them come up with really creative ideas that I've never seen before. And I don't know, it's just really cool. There are many types of smaller creators, to be honest, because yeah, there are those that are really creative, and then I find past versions of myself. I don't know how to explain it. For example, there is one guy, he starts talking on his video and then he starts talking about why he isn't making the videos he wants to make. And it reminds me, because I don't know if it's episode 5 of this series, but I used to talk like that as well. I used to talk like, no, I don't have time to record, and I would like to make this be like this way and not the way I'm making it. I don't know, I remember I used to talk a lot. I used to talk a lot about why I'm making videos the way I was making them, and why wasn't I doing the things I wanted to do. And it was really silly to find that, because It's not just you the one that's having problem, and you get to see that many people struggle with the same. It's also something that I tried to change over time. I don't know if I still do it. I mean, based on my own experience editing my own videos, I think I do it way less than what I used to do it. Like, sometimes I do still find myself saying things like that, but usually I edit them out. I will start talking about my experience rather than what I've been finding, because I don't want anyone, like maybe watching my videos, wanting to start making videos and then getting ashamed of doing the things that I'm talking about. But like, for example, something that I struggle a lot, or I used to struggle more back then than what I do now, it's repetition. I don't know which episode was. I think it was episode 6. But if you get a penny for every time I said, as you can see, you would be rich. It was throughout the entire video. And I don't know why I kept saying it. Well, I know, because I didn't realize I was saying it, which is also one of the problems of making content, which your brain goes numb the moment you start recording. And this is something that I already said last episode. So technically, I am doing the same thing I'm saying I'm not doing, if it makes sense. I'm repeating myself through episodes, rather than just in a single one. Okay, now let's fill the stairs and slabs, then add the garden rails, and also fill the inside of the circle. Because it does have something like this, and then slabs at the top and the bottom. It's something like that. It doesn't have anything on the corners, nor at the center over there, because there will be a lamp over here and copper grates. Copper bars, not grates. Copper grate. Oh, let's go again. There will be copper bars all over here. The real life Moonbridge doesn't have bars, but I think it looks better with bars in here. There's something really strange about this building, and that's the fact that I calculated the blocks I needed for this, and I'm still short. Let me paste the list I made for this on the chat. I had that. I don't know if you can read it because the markup got messed up. But yeah, I had that planned, and still somehow I'm short in resources. It's not a big deal. I still have lots of dirt over here, but it's a shame because I wanted to finish it right now. By the way, I think this is obvious already, but in case it needs to be clear, when I'm talking about small creators, I'm placing myself in that bag as well. It's not like I have a complex of superiority or something like that. I mean, that's the whole point. I was talking about me repeating myself and all those things. I'm saying this just because, I kept thinking, and maybe there will be someone on comments saying like, nah, but you're a small creator too. Why you think you're different from the others? You're the same. Yeah, I know. I'm probably the same in many ways than the ones I might realize, but I'm just pointing out the fun things about being a small creator. That's actually something good to think about. Because, yeah, many people do YouTube because they want to grow, they want to be a big channel and whatnot. But it's not just, this sounds kinda cringe, whatever you want to call it, but it's, damn, this is too many copper bars. This isn't just about getting bigger, but about the journey, about having fun. And I think laughing at yourself, it's part of the having fun. Like, making videos like this wouldn't be as enjoyable as they are if I wasn't laughing at myself. There's a clip of me I didn't upload on the last episode. Wait, let me find what I'm trying to find, because my mind blurred out. Alright, as I was saying, that this is all about fun. And talking about fun, there's a clip of me on the last episode where I was making the whole building montage, and at some point I sneezed. And I don't know, I thought it was really funny because I moved the camera as if I was sneezing in game as well. So it was like, "Dude," so, I don't know. I really laugh at myself when I'm editing my videos. So yeah, it's not just trying to do things the professional way, but about having fun as well while you do it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not calling myself a professional. Just look at this using the same block, all monotone. Yeah, I'm not a professional. That's why I ask you to tell me on the comments what do you think it needs, because I know I'm not the best building, but I do have fun doing it. And I fall again, but that's okay because we need to work on this. Talking more about the building, I want these copper bars to be the first stage of oxidization. Is that how you call them? I don't know. But that's the way they look good in here. Now let's fix this whole thingy. And on the other side we need one as well. Now let's place water over here and here. From a logic perspective, this water over here shouldn't make sense, but I think it looks good. And this is how it looks. Actually, note that this is copper without oxidizing. I think a red accent all over the bridge will look good, but I'm not sure. Anyway, one of the cool things of this bridge is that I can fly by it with elytra and also go by boat under it. And now as it's turning night, it should look well illuminated. Let's try to take one picture with the moon over there. Let's see, like this. Okay, and now let's kill that drone that's over here. Fishing drone. Now let me clean my inventory a little bit and find the things I need, and let's work on the next project. Now we're going to the nether roof. And last time we used this ladder method to come up here. And we do have a way to go back down to the surface and to the nether, like the main area, easily by using this portal. But we don't have a way to go up. So that's what we're going to do now. Which, for that, we are going to need a beacon and a really fast redstone clock. So we have our beacon ready. Now we need to make the clock. I would like to explain how it works, but honestly, I just know that it works and that it has something to do with the update order of blocks and entities and all that. And redstone components and all that. Wait, this doesn't go here. Now I wish I had brought some wood, because we will need some. But we have this ready, which means we are going to break our first bit of bedrock. This is the block we have to break. So let's place a piston over here and some redstone going towards this piston. And let's turn this on. It should be up. So we place a trapdoor. Place this. Then some pistons on an off can. And we do this. Okay, that wasn't the right way. Okay, finally. We have this headless piston, so we now have to update it. And it broke a single block of bedrock. Now we have to break all the bedrock around it and keep mining down so we can have an easy access from the top to the bottom of the nether. And this is the last one. And there we go. And now we have some easy access to the nether roof. Maybe off camera I will try to make it bigger, because I would like to have a 5x5 hole, but for now it's good to have it as it is. If you are doing the same in your world, please remember that mobs can't spawn on bedrock, but they can spawn down here. So if you make the hole too big, maybe gas can spawn below and come up here. So be careful when you do this. For the final project of the day, we are going to take the glass I mentioned previously. We're going to go to the Nether and use this portal we made here to the iron farm. Okay, what we're going to do is change all this stone brick to glass because I want to make this see-through. This will also be the last project for today, and this is where I will be wrapping up the episode, but not without first mentioning some new I have for you. Well, not really for you, it's more like an update on what I've been doing. I made a secondary channel. I'm not going to tell you to subscribe there. In fact, I'm gonna tell you to not do it. I love this channel and I love what I do, but there are times where I just want to make something extremely dumb or something that doesn't really make sense or fit this channel, and I want to upload it somewhere. Since I wouldn't like to ruin this channel branding, I decided that I would make a different channel where I would post that sort of videos there. So yeah, I will leave the link to that channel in the description if you want to check it out. But again, don't expect anything meaningful out of it. With that said, and with us reaching almost the end of this, I hope you liked today's episode and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye! Ba-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dum. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-dum. Ba-bum. Ba-ba-dum.